Kilkins outside London Stadium, West Ham fans. If you Mitch, it was a win. Wasn't great, but it was a win.
It was a strange performance today. I was expecting a more comfortable performance to that. I predicted, actually, my mates, I said it would be like 3-0, 4-0. I would have liked it to be more comfortable, to be honest. I thought we'd come out very good. I thought we'd come out very well, and I would have liked to have scored a goal in the first maybe like 15 minutes, but we didn't. I think it was all like bark and I bite. I thought we played it around on our left side too much. I think Fornals, Vlasic and Lanzini, I think they weren't crossing it in enough, and Antonio kept dropping off to the wing. Sorry, mate. I think we got dropping off to the wing too much. And like when there was no option, we just crossed it in, but Bowen was the only player in there. So I think, I didn't like the way they played in that left side today. But every time I went over to Bowen, it was a different story. Bowen and Soufal on the right side were very direct today. I mean, they did have the space to use it, but I think as soon as the ball went over to that right side every time, I thought them two together was very good today. The crossing in to each other, the end product. I know Bowen could have had a hat-trick today, maybe should have done. I haven't seen that, to be fair. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it back now.
To be fair, I'm not going to comment it. I have seen, though, in that build-up, though, that Krul put two hands over Lanzini's face and dragged him to the ground. Now, I don't want to comment on that because I don't know what the rules are, but to me, that looked like a penalty. So I think everyone's saying online, well, I checked just before now on Twitter, everyone's saying that we should have had a penalty, and they've checked the Diop thing where he's offside, but they haven't checked that. So look, I don't talk about VR too much. I think we all know our stand on VR anyway. Just keep talking about the performance today. I thought it was absolutely dry as fuck. I'm struggling to talk because of how much, because of the, well, to be fair, there was a lot of mistakes today. I think our passing was really poor. I thought our transitions from midfield to attack was quite sloppy. I think there's too many times where their players intercepted it. The quality of passing wasn't great. I think the quality of passing in the end of the game was much better. But I think that was down to mainly like the fact that they were attacking more and we could hit them on the counter. But when we were trying to break them down, I don't think we've done enough. Antonio today, strange one for me. I think in the build-up play, he done all right. But when it came down to finishing, he had two massive chances. One where he rolled the defender and absolutely scuffed it, and the one where he took a touch where he should have just hit first time. And even when he did take a touch, he hit straight at the keeper. That just shows everything about our club, that he's got no one to contend with. Like, we couldn't have taken Antonio off for another player today.
He's asked for competition. It's down now to the club to provide it.
It is, and I'm hearing mixed reports about saying that it's Moyes not bringing up the shortlist, and or it's the club not putting the bids in. I've heard rumours tonight about like Gabriel Barbosa. Apparently we're backing in for him again and looking for a loan obligation to buy. Again, it's not a signing which I get excited about. I think he sounds like an alright player, but he's in the Brazilian league. We're in a position now, we're fourth in the league. I'm looking at teams around us like Aston Villa, Everton, Arsenal. They're looking at players that are top quality. We'll get them maybe to the top 4 and top 6. We're looking at players like Gabriel Barbosa, these average players that we were looking at like 3 years ago under Pellegrini. Like, we're in a position now where we can command better players to come for us than what we should be. So the whole transfer window at the moment has been a bit dodgy. Look, I do think we'll sign a few players. I'm still hopeful in the transfer window because Moyes does like getting his signs in late. I'm just worried about the targets, that's all. Look, if he were to get Lingard in this window, then I'd be over the moon, but that don't look like it's happening. If he got Lingard, then that would be great. But I think the main thing at the moment is centre-back and a striker. They're the two positions because Diop, even though we was a clean sheet today, Diop and Dawson were very clumsy. Like, they got the passing. Diop just looks like Bambi on ice all the time. He's absolutely clueless. I said as well, I didn't go to the game here against Leeds on the weekend, but I do think, I don't know why Alessi or Baptiste didn't start alongside Dawson, because it was a game where Leeds didn't have their best men out, and it would have been a good test for them youngsters. Like, everyone was saying, oh no, you can't drop in the deep end. Like, their attack weren't great. It's a cup game, and Diop has been so poor in a minute that Alessi would have definitely been better than Diop. And he's not mega young, Alessi. I think he's like 20, 21. So now is a time where you could be looking at seeing what he can do. But we'll see what Window does. Look, we've got the 3 points. That's the most important thing. Leeds Sunday, that'll be a more interesting game because I know a few more players will be back. Rafinha will be starting for them. Be interesting, mate.
Great, thanks, Mitch. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Cheers.